Hi everybody, this is Material Girl 338, otherwise known as Diane. I am making a video, and this is a makeover of my craft room, and I made over my sewing room. So I thought I'd make a video. I tried two of the times. One, the charger went, the battery died, so I had to redo it again. All right, so anyway, this is what I did. After watching numerous videos on YouTube about craft room makeovers, I got a lot of good ideas, and I moved everything out of my. I have two extra rooms in my house, so I'm really, really lucky. And what I did was I took everything out because I couldn't find anything. And I'm going to post some pictures before and after. And I had things hanging from the walls, and everything was all over the place. And I couldn't really create because I had a mess. So I took everything out, everything out. I put everything into my bedroom, and it took me about 2-3 weeks, and I worked from 7 in the morning until like 7 at night, and I got it done. But it nearly killed me. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I did, so I hope you guys can appreciate it. Don't mind my moving, and I'm going to work right here in the corner. Here in the corner of this room, I have a cabinet that we bought from Lowe's, and I didn't want to move it, so I kept it there. Now on the shelf here, I have my cutting systems. So I put my Sizzix here with my little baskets, and I have all my dies, my embossing folders, and my slice. And over here I have my brother Scan and Cut 2. Don't mind the moving, guys. And then in the cabinet, I really didn't put too much in the cabinet right now, but eventually I'll fill it up. I have my brother, no, that's my cinch. We Are Memory. I have the slice, and I have the Xeron up there, and then I have some spirals for my mini albums. Okay, and then over here on the cabinet, I have a shelf here. Originally, I had the Cricut dies here, and they were just all the way up, all the way across, and it was making this wobble. Not wobble, it was making it slouch. So, but what I did was I have a labeler, so I labeled everything, and I put everything in its order. And what I like to do is, this doesn't go here, see? This does not go here. This goes in my sewing room. What I like to do is, when I go to Michael's or Joann's, they have the extra cards for the Sizzix. And I take them because they're easy to look at. You can see the back of them very quickly. And of course, I want to show you one that has a lot of pictures on it. See, so, whatever dies I have, I can turn over, and I can look really quickly. Okay, so on this counter, I have all my tools that I'm going to need for my Sizzix, embossing, and my brother. Also, I have the Expression, and then I have my Epson printer. And I love my Epson printer. I was going to sell it, but then I listed it. Somebody bought it, and I gave them back their money. I just didn't want to get rid of it. It's just a beautiful printer, and I do artwork, and I print my paintings, and it's almost like a G-clave. A G-clave is almost like a replica of the real print, which costs artists a lot of money. And it does beautiful work. So it's pigment ink, and it just does beautiful work. So I'm going to keep it. Okay, so over here, this unit here. Okay, this was a unit that I bought at Target, and it was just this bookshelf. It looked like a house. I added the butterfly. And on the top, what I did was I put my Cricut dies, and I have my Gypsy. Over here, I put some of my Stampin' Up stamps, my large ones, and my Fiskars. And I'm going to be selling this Fiskars, so I have it here. And then over here I put, you know, my gypsy case. And I'm going to tell you about these bins. These bins here. I went to Michael's in New Jersey, and next door was Walgreens. They were going out of business. So I walked in, and they had they were demolishing the store, and they were getting rid of everything. So the man had all these bins, and I said, "How much?" He said, "I think they were $1 each." So I bought a bunch of them, $1 each, and then I bought the red ones. These, I think they put the medicine in them, and I love it because they can stack on top of each other, and I label them. And here, just on top right now, I put my my brother Matt's here, and I wanted to show you it since I have it out. This is what this Epson printer. This is my paintings. This is the quality of the paintings from this printer, and it's on Epson paper. So I'm going to show it to you. These are beautiful. I mean, you know, the inks are expensive, but it's beautiful quality paper. This was done on a glossy paper, but it was on the opposite side. I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to be matte. So these are my prints, and then I made a couple copies of them. You can see they're so cute. And I'm inspired by 1940s artists that were animation artists. They made Chubby Cheek Kids, and they had the Campbell Soup Kids. I love that. I think they were so cute. Anyway, okay, guys, sorry. I digress. The second part of the bookshelf is I bought this at I bought this at Lowe's, and it's just a regular bookshelf, and I just put my bins there, and I label them, and then there I put my printer. And I bought this printer. I went into a thrift store, and I just lucked out because it was going on sale. Nobody was buying it, and it was like $19. So I bought it. It was a color printer. I love it. It does its job. On the bottom, I have my Stampin' Up catalogs, which I will never get rid of. I love them. And then I have my big punches. And then down here is Martha Stewart's punches. Okay? And now over here. So let me just show you this part. So I kind of left this the way it was, and then there's my ribbons, and then of course I have my husband hung those cabinets. Now the ribbons, I showed this in my last video a long time ago. What I made my husband do was he went and he got a piece of molding. This is molding, and he made a lip. Wait, I want to get in the camera so you could see me. Okay, so he made a lip in here so the ribbon won't fall off. And he just nailed it up, and it looks good. Here I have my computer, and then I have my stamps because I'm trying to make Christmas cards. And then these things I found at Home Goods, and they were drawer organizers. I turned them over and I nailed them to the wall, and they're great for my stamp pads, and they stack really good. And on top I have my little stamps that I use all the time, my punches I mean. Here is another one. And then, you know, I had to organize this. I had to organize this area because this is the area I work. And you know when you're making things, when you're scrapbooking, you gotta have your tools. So I had them organized in the closets. I took them out and I put them here. So I have a drawer here. I have all my glues in that drawer. Then the bottom drawer, I have all my big stamps. All right, I'll show you here. In the cabinets, what I did was everything's labeled, and I put my slice machine and my accessories and the scissors, and those are cards that I've made. And then on the very, very top, I added the videos, my sewing videos, my instruction videos, that I don't really use too much, but when I want them, I know where they are. Here, I organized this again, and I bought these in Michael's. And I added, I marked them, I labeled everything, and I put everything where it's supposed to go. This is all Copic markers. These are my pro markers. These are all my pencils, and my fabric paint, fabric markers. So, you know, I got watercolor paint in the back. And then on this part, here I have, let's see here. I got the Michael's gift bags, and then I have my cards. Then I have my watercolor brushes. Don't mind my accent. And then I have books, mini albums that I started, but I never completed them. And then this I found was a interesting thing. Don't mind me. I had, you know, this is the, when you're taking a picture from your printer, you know, and it has the paper. Well, I noticed that the other side of the paper, the glossy side of the paper, is really good for sticking. So some of my stamps, I originally had them over here. I put them on CDs, and some stamps, they stick really good, but some don't. And so what I did was, I gotta move around. I didn't show you this side of the room. All right, well, on the bottom, I bought 3 drawers there, and I have my my videos in there for the computer. And then on the bottom, that's the Fiskars Creativity Center. I'm selling that. That's going to be going on either Amazon or eBay. And then on the bottom, I have all my folders of my prints and paintings and things that I want to make. All right, I'll show you what I did with some of the stamps. This is the bin that I have to get to. This I got at Joann's, and this was for my big stamps. I took some out, so these were my big stamps. I didn't know what to do with them, so I put them in this. This is perfect. This box is perfect for this. So I put them in that. Then I found this at Joann's. Okay. I found this at Joann's, and it has compartments in it. And I organized all my stamps, you know, and it has all the compartments that go in it when I want it. If I want Valentine's, if I want Easter, I put them in. And I had a lot of these stupid stamps, I guess. You know, the dollar stamps that I got from AC Moore. But some of them are cute, and you always can use them. And those are a lot of sayings I have. I think this came out really good because it allowed me to put everything and organize it. Okay? So that's part of it. And then, wait, I'm going to put this away. This is my get to box. These, I'll show you on the next video. This is the loose leaf folder protectors. See, and I have the CD cases to stick some of my stamps. I have them like this. I got to go through this one and these. Right here is what I wanted to show you. So I can't take it out right now. So this is the back of, well, this is the glossy part of the photo card, and I noticed that the stamps stick to them, so that was a good thing. This is all going to get organized. That's my organization folder. Okay, and then, all right, sorry for the moving, guys. This this case is a book, well, it's a little closet, and they sell them in Home Depot, Lowe's, and I put all my books, all my 12 by 12 papers in here. They're all books, and the stuff on the side, and then on the top, these are just empty right now. These are empty jars. And then this is all my stickers, which are going to be for sale. Okay? And now, what I did was, this is half of my husband's closet. Well, he's got this half. And I took this half. And what I did was, I put everything away in a bin, labeled it, and I put my ribbons away, because all this stuff was out, and it was just driving me crazy. And when I want them, I know where they are. I put my glues, my necklace wires when I want to make my beads and necklaces, my distressed stuff. And then here is another of that 3-shelf. This is the 3-shelf bookcase. And here is just, this is a mini album that I made a long time ago by Kathy Order, and I'm going to redo it again, but it was so cute. It's the backpack. Let me show it to you. Sorry for the movie. This was the children's backpack, and I'll just briefly show it to you. It's so adorable, and I really did a good job with it. And she goes over and makes you make all these things, apples, and the apple slides, and you can put the pictures of the kids, and then different folders. And I put a box there, and we made the pencil and the school bus. It opens the door, and then it comes out. And then this part, this is another. I mean, this is so adorable. It's got a little pencil to it. I mean, you could, it's a little book, but you can add the pictures of your kids, or, anything special that they did in school. And this is made out of paper bags. This is paper bags. And then the lunch pail. Is this not cute? Is this not cute? Look at this. A little hamburger. I mean, I love Kathy Order. I think she has great ideas. This was so adorable. It looks like a little cheeseburger, and then over here is an apple that you can use as a picture frame, and this is the lunch box. Here's a hall pass. And then this is the milk, and the milk opens up. And then I made scissors, and they actually move. Isn't that cute? And then this is a little locker that I think it opens. I think you could put the picture on the side. And then over here, this is adorable. I mean, I don't know where Kathy gets these ideas from, but she's terrific. It opens up, and you can put your child's picture there. I mean, just to make this was so much fun to make. And then, let's see. Oh, the glue came off here, see? So I'm going to have to re-glue that. This thing has been through Sandy, and I managed to salvage it. It was damp, it was wet, but I managed to salvage it. These are locks, the kids' lockers. And then I made another apple. And then that's another locker. I mean, this is a full album, and I'm going to, continue it. I have to re-glue it. This part here is the back, and then I put 2 bows on it, and I have to fix it up because it's been through a hurricane, but it survived. And then you put a little sneaker on the back. See, this part here, it was so full that when I glued it, I had something here. That's what came off because it got damp. And I'm going to put another picture here. It came out so cute, but it's so full, as you see. But, I mean, it's great. It's a great gift to give a kid that's going to school, if you have children that are in school. Sorry for moving like this. I want to show you the rest. So, on the top, this is also Kathy order. That I love. Let me put this over here. This is her. I should show it to you, really. I have it out. This was for the woman. I forgot what she called it. But it had lots of pockets and I guess you give it to a woman who loves to shop. Here it is. It goes this way. This too survived Sandy, and it was damp. We dried it out. So it's got lots of pockets and lots of tags. And I made some pretty tags that they can put journal, or they can put anything that they like and they remember. And then, it has more pockets. And I made more tags. I loved making tags. This was my forte. I just loved it. I'm going to do it again. And then I made a pretty tag. That was my idea. I got the stamp and I wrapped some thread around it. And I put a button. I forgot the name of the thing. I did another one with another tag. This is a great album to give a woman who likes to take pictures of herself. I guess your mom, your sister, and that's it. And this part, see the glue came off here? So I have to re-glue this again because the dampness got to it. But it doesn't have no odor or anything. I took it out of the house immediately the next day because I had to clean out everything. 1, 2, 3, we had to get in this house and get the stuff that we could salvage out. And then we bought this big heater. We dried everything out. But I managed to save that. Here I have my embossing folders. This is my embossing folders from Tim Holtz. I have my flowers there, my buttons. This is all my bling. These are stiffy bows that I made, and they're stiff. Okay. When you want to decorate an album or something. And then here is my Stampin' Up stamps. And on the bottom I have some more Stampin' Up stamps. I have my tools for scrapbooking and necklaces. And on the bottom I have my alterations and my Sizzix dies. And then I have my papers. These were all over the place. These little papers there. They were actually... they're the templates that you do when you're making an album, a mini album. And then this here. You know what this is? I got to get to this. It's like I have no time. I knew I was going to drop it. I'm making my curtains for my back living room. Everything has to be re-ironed again. But this was a mess. Anyway, it's not a mess anymore. The room came out really great. It's organized. Let's hope it stays like this. Oh, there I have my Go, my Acu Quilt Go, and I'm going to be selling that. This is, all this stuff here is going for sale. And then I bought the punch. Let me show you this side of the room. I bought this, you know that punch by We Are Memories Keepers, the gift bag punches? I went crazy. I wasted so much paper. I couldn't make the shopping bags. Went online, Kathy Order showed you how to make a simple bag. 1, 2, 3, came out simple, quick. I didn't know how to do it with the punches. I was driving myself crazy. Anyway, on this side here, this is my workstation. And then, don't mind me, I gotta squeeze this camera so that you could see. Here's my sickles, whatever you call them, sticklers. And then this is my tool area. These are the crayons that I use. Here's all my acrylic stamps. Then I have my, these are my big stamps. I kind of use these all the time. And then these are the cutouts for my stamps. And this is like, you know, October afternoon. And then I didn't fill these up yet. That bottom is my punches. And then I labeled everything here. Here I have my scoring board. And then on top I have all the bling and the glitter, the embossing powder. Here in my drawers I labeled everything. And I put them by order, by reds, polka dots, and black paint. But I moved this. This is peachy keen. This doesn't belong in here. Those are my dressy papers. And then I have my Cosmo Cricut. And, you know, I have to go through this too. My chalkboards. And this is October afternoon. And then the rest is, you know, holiday paper. Tiny Princess. I have never really seen too much of this, but this is adorable. If you've never seen Tiny Princess, look at this little princess. Is she not cute? And there's a whole paper line. Let me show you the paper line. Wait, I have to move the camera again. Okay. This is from my printer. I mean, isn't that beautiful? And I printed it out. Look how beautiful it came out. And I was able to Photoshop it a little bit. I mean, it really came out nice. And I used Stampin' Up! Paper. They have beautiful paper. All right. So, and this too. I printed this out. This was a vintage card. So cute. I love little babies like this. See how chubby they are with their chubby cheeks? They're cute. They're cute babies. Anyway, I printed this out with my Epson. So it does beautiful work. This is the Tiny Princess line. This paper is beautiful. And when I found it, I bought like 2 packs of it. It's got little tiny princesses and dragons and bugs, and I'm going to make something really nice with this. And then, you know, it's got numbers. I think I went to town with it. I love anything to do with babies. Nursery, making baby things. I just love it. I am so fascinated. Those are my chipboards. This is my Valentine's. That's my flesh and my whites. Here, what I did was, I had this when I walked into the store that they were demolitioning, Walgreens. The guy gave them to me for free, these racks. So I took 2 of them and I hung them up. My husband hung them up, and I hung some of my stamps up because I watched some videos and I seen some ladies doing that, and I thought that would be a great idea. And then over here I have all my flowers, my pre-made flowers, and then you know, graphic 45 stuff to make tags. And then I have my little flowers, my dried flowers, and those are my things. This is a good idea. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Let me show you. I know I'm moving the camera a lot. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, this, I bought the board. You know, this comes in the store. You can buy it in Joann's or Michael's or AC Moore. And then this piece is a round disc. And they sell it where the wood is. And then I glued it. Then I bought these and I glued it to this. And when I have to stain, you know, because each stain is a different color. And I don't want to use the same one. So I have one for red, one for blue, one for green. This is it. This is the piece. And then you just buy the disc, and you make your own. Or go to the makeup store, this is a round sponge, and I cut them in quarters. And you can get the disc, glue one part, you know, glue the disc, and then that, and then you have a thing. These are some of the stamps that I'm working on. I love these 3D stamps. This was all, I'm trying to make it like a vintage 1950s style stamp. They came out pretty good. Now I'm trying to figure out Christmas. What am I going to do for Christmas? That's why I tried to make the boxes, the punch boxes, which I wasted a lot of paper. And I was going to make Santa Claus. This is the top note. Now, I just followed the picture that I seen on Pinterest. And I was going to make, this was going to be, in there was going to be a bag, attached to a bag. And then, you know, put treats inside there. And they had showed this, but what I did was I curled this, you know, my crimping iron. And this is part of my Cosmo Cricut. And then I put a little sprinkle on Santa's nose. Then I use my embossed slit folder. And that's it, guys. That's my scrapbooking room. Next video is going to be my sewing room. And that's a work in progress. It's finished, and I'm so happy it's finished. And thank you guys for looking at my video. All comments are welcome. I know I shaked a lot, but please forgive me because I was trying to show you things, okay? And if I don't get back to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I don't really look too much at the comments, okay? Bye, guys.